And hello, visuals. Welcome back to the Guyz ramble on with me and Guyz on, well, it's a sad time for me because I'm ending my holidays from work and I have to go back to what is hell. But hey up, how's Guyz?
Aye.
Green lip balm's lovely. Me and you are not religious in the slightest, right?
Nope.
But I can...
I think everyone can gather that one.
Yeah. We are sinners. What's the last sin you did?
I drove through a red light today.
Surely God's not going right. Get him to hell. Surely, if God looks at you, you can't get there. Imagine if you lived your entire life as a perfect person, but that one red light, God's like, nah. No, fuck you. Then you prick life in. What would be the punishment in hell? Because isn't hell? Aren't you supposed to be like?
You kind of like relive
the bad thing you did.
Yeah.
So what would yours be? Just
constantly driving around in a
isn't
circle, going through a red light.
Yeah, it's just boring as fuck. But that's not like you see people getting stabbed and poked, and I think I've already told that.
But in my defence, so the car behind me, and it just turned yellow then red as I was going through, and I couldn't really slow it down because the car behind me was too close to me. And it does state in your law of roading.
Your law of roading, the law of roading,
the road laws, that it is acceptable to go through on an amber red, providing it's safe, or if you have to be safe. It's obviously it's a bit more.
Yeah, all of what you're saying now is just. I don't know. I'm not going to argue on any of this, Chris. If you're telling me you can get away with it sometimes, you're right. I don't fucking know.
If it's safe, if it's obviously you are supposed to slow. When it comes to traffic, I don't know why we're doing this. When it comes to traffic lights, obviously you got to be prepared to stop.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can only. But it also states stop when it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
So if, like I said, because I couldn't stop quick enough without the car hitting the back of me, or without me going so far over the line and stopping, I made the executive decision to continue, which would have been put in a safer bet than putting on the brakes, because the car behind me stopped.
Right.
But obviously I couldn't.
So if you were to go to court for it, you would be in the right?
In theory, yeah.
Yeah.
But then they would have said, well, you should have started, if you see the traffic lights, you would start slowing down.
But if you can't, was the person behind you too close up to you or something?
Yeah. I was probably holding him up or something. I don't know.
I tell you what lights I hate. The ones outside the hospital, as if you're coming from my work.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I've started to the point where I've counted it. Sometimes that will go from it being on green for the hill road as you're coming down for no more than 5 seconds, and it's just changing it straight away. Yeah. But like later on in the day, it will be longer. And it's like, I don't understand, it'll go green and then immediately change. You're like, how is that possible? Because I've got no brakes.
Like, look, traffic lights, when it comes to cities, they take in count morning and afternoon traffic.
Yeah.
So obviously, so many cars will go through on the morning compared to lunchtime, because it'll be a bit more quieter.
It's just annoying, because it'll
so
be green.
So in your theory, you're going to work at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. It's obviously going to be dead.
Yeah.
So
I don't listen to the lights when there's no cars about anyway. I'm just hey.
So in theory, it'll be obviously because of being in the hospital. The hospital will have priority.
So the ones coming out.
Yeah.
And in.
Yeah.
There again. Oh, Chris can correct me here. Sorry, we will get off traffic lights in a sec. When I'm coming down the hill, they're the ones that are coming this way to turn in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They wait
to turn right.
Yeah, they wait for us to finish, and when they get clear, so I'm assuming when this is on green, that's on green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, my point is, how weirdly that changed. Like, I'm not taking a piss, green and an immediate change, right? Which I'm like, how does that make sense? I'm coming down the hill. So I'll see it, immediate change, and I'm having to put my foot down to use as a brake. I don't understand. Oh my God, and I get there, and it changes. What's?
I don't know. I don't know if they've got maybe just dodgy.
It's been happening for weeks.
I don't know.
For fucking weeks.
I hate traffic lights. because it happens to be sometimes it'll be green, at the top of the hill I can see them, and it'll change red. I'll slow down, and as soon as I stop, green.
Yes. Anyway, that's Chris's crime in hell. No, I was going to say, right, me and you aren't religious guys, but I am so happy we have religion, right? Because we've just come off the fact of a bank holiday weekend. We've just got 4 days off from work, technically 2 because it's weekend or whatever, but just say 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Because of some made up story of a bloke coming back from the dead. I was chilling on that bank holiday Monday going, this is mad, I'm off, because somebody told a story of a guy resurrected from the dead years ago that's not even true. And I'm getting paid to sit at home because of that made up story. And I was like, do you know what? Cheers, Jeebus story people. Genuinely, thank you so much. Easter weekend for a made up story that doesn't exist, and I get to sit at home and get paid for it.
They're all fucking made up though, aren't they?
Yeah, which is like, I definitely believe there was a Jeebus man, because anyway, sorry, that was just my quick little point. I'm actually thankful for the fucking church for, oh, this never happened. I don't believe in you, but I get the benefits.
Yeah, it's alright.
I always get confused on the religion of the Jeebus man and the Jews and shit, because the Jews killed the Jeebus man, but the Jews believe in Jeebus. And I always get confused about who's... Because if you've got a religion that believes this happened, but they're inside of this religion and their belief, they're acknowledging a different belief, which one are they believing in? Like, which one's... It frazzles my little head.
It all depends on who you're talking to, because each person, well, not person, but each country has their own weird way of explaining shit.
The fact that there's now an official religion of Jedi surely states that, yeah, this religion crack's all just made up. If there's a bunch of nerds that can go around and there's an actual religion of it now, you can get wedding ceremonies and everything, it's been happening for years, of Jedi, then surely they must be like, yeah, it's like Scientology. Is that not the most backward, contradictive thing ever?
Why?
Well, because it's science, but it's religion. Because their religion, though, they believe all this, the aliens come and they drop the people, like, for all this kind of shit. And the fact that it's just so...
See, when it comes to science, though, they look into more facts than just hearsay.
Well, that's what I mean, and that's why it's not a contradiction, Scientology. Because it's going, yeah, this science stuff happened, but they believe the alien shit happened. So how can you be like, yeah, science fact, but we believe... I can't remember... South Park did a phenomenal episode breaking down it ages ago. Because Tom Cruise and that Scientologist, and the fact that you have to pay high amounts of money to be in it and all that shit. Like, I always thought there was I know you don't watch him, Penguin Zero did a video a couple of days back on another pastor, whatever they're called, the church people, and they shut the doors, and the guy's like, no one is leaving this building until we get $40,000 and all this shit. And you're like, you're using that for yourself. Again, I know you won't watch it. There was a show called Righteous Gemstones with Danny McBride. Fucking hell. And the ladder that played Fred Flintstone. What's his real name? Is it not Jet? Anyway, you know what I mean, don't you? Mm-hmm. Fucking one of the most funniest shows you'll ever see. But it just shows you how the church just rinses the people that come to it for like X amount of money. And it's just, how are you not... Like, I love watching the videos of, like, the pastors are doing all the shit. They're proper screaming at somebody, they're shaking, going, Satan's in you, boy! And they're proper going, ah! The person's shaking out and having a weird fit and all this kind of shit. And just people laying it and going, I'm getting Satan out of you. What are you doing? Like, if you brought them to that, you'd be like, everybody's gone mental.
Oh, definitely.
Everybody's gone insane.
It is. It's all just a con. And I've said since day one, and I'll keep saying it, it's just a cult.
Yeah, religion's
It's just a cult.
Weird as, yeah.
Yes.
I still stand by, I get why people get religious.
I don't.
No, I think it's because people want, they don't like looking at life of just, that's it, you just ground worm food by the end of it. It's just...
That's it.
No, I agree with you. I am on the, unfortunately, when your lights close, it's done. But it gives them something, I can revisit my past loved ones, I can be with them together, and I get it, it's a nice little, instead of being like,
that's just being naive.
Being naive, mate, it's something to give them that hope and inspire them about, like I love the idea of, I fucking hate when they do it though. People have them videos of when you get to heaven, somebody's been waiting for you this whole time, and it's a dog running towards you. And I think I love that. I'd see if that actually happened. I would love that. That'd be oh my god, it's been so long. Wow, it'd be fucking mint. And eventually, in one day, but I'll see him. I'll just drop kick him. We'll have a fight. So I get it. It gives them a bit of hope. It gives them that everything we do in life isn't just pointless, because it is quite sad knowing that everything we do in life is just pointless.
Oh, it is, and you also need to think about it, the age of the planet. We're not even a percentage involved in that.
I love the diagram of that, where if you do that, and if you get the bit between there and your thumbnail, that's humanity.
It's what I mean.
Oh, I love that.
It's what I mean, and still to this day, even with modern technology and all that crap, still to this day, nobody knows what happens to your body, your soul, when you die. It's just like...
What's that thing that people always say? Apparently when you die, you lose... Is it something like 6 pounds of weight or something?
In a way, you kind of do, but
I don't know if it's true.
That's your body just letting go. Because obviously, we're built, our stomach is filled with gas and whatever else.
Gonna say.
So that's just all.
In my head,
letting go.
Because me and Ali used to always have this debate, and I'm sure he said it was like 6 pounds something. But in my head, I was like, is that not just you, not for lack of a better word, just deflating?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I've... Because
that's
like,
what all that is.
It's just
because obviously you've got your lungs, obviously you've got air in, you've got your stomach, it's got full of gas, and all the intestines are all imploded, or exploded, kind of isk. So once your body dies, they all just go...
Yeah, to me that makes sense. So that
everything
would be...
is just getting flushed out with you.
Yeah, that makes...
Your bladder gives way, so you peel, it just flow... You'll fart for maybe about 5-10 minutes for the gas to... That's all it is. It's just your body just deflating.
In my head, that makes 110%. Yeah, bang on. That's what it is.
That's all it is.
I will say as well that I do like listening to all the people that have had... is it past life? It's when they die and they've been like brought back to life. And a lot of them, like there'll be people that I've never met, they've all got the same story. I think that's quite cool. Again, I can't give you a reason behind it as to or whatever, but they always have the same. They saw this, the colour was this, I had this feeling, and then I come back. I saw the light again. I do think there's something weird in there, but...
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I know when it comes to certain things, weird shit can happen. Last thing I read is some woman... Well, there's two things, actually. First off, some woman... she was getting a brain operation or something. She died on the table, came back, hunky dory, she's fine now, but she can play the guitar like no bother.
I've heard a similar story, but it's with a language.
I think that was with a boy.
Is it a boy? Somebody come back and they spoke, it was something like Mandarin, or it was something...
Started speaking some weird language that they've never heard of for years.
That is like...
But it only lasted for maybe a couple of days. And
it wasn't...
Then he went back to his normal human
self. It wasn't like... Oh, right, okay. Cause that is, people coming back and they come back and they... Because I'm assuming... Because everything you've been told is retained somewhere. It's whether or not you... Like, we spoke before about, like, your head, for example, having a smaller memory card.
Yeah.
So I wonder if, like, you've got an unlimited memory card, it's just a certain access. So I wonder, people that have got them, what is it, like photogenic memory, is that what it's called? So I wonder if we all have that to a degree, but we just can't access it. So when you come back from something like that, when your brain's rebooting itself, it's plugged into that part of the memory or whatever, you're like, I saw a video of somebody playing guitar or something, and like...
Well, this is another thing, when it comes to the brain, it's such a powerful muscle. Again, not a lot of people know how it works. So they're still studying it to this day, and obviously... Certain people have certain abilities or can do certain things that majority of the rest of the world cannot do.
When you say abilities, I'm probably just going weird here. Do you mean like superhero shit?
Kind of, but I don't mean they can fly.
Yeah, I've got excited. He's getting excited here.
Kind of, like you said, that they've got photo memories, or they know every language in the world, or certain people can spit.
Hey.
Certain people can swim underwater for like half an hour, shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, I think like Stan Lee's real life superheroes. They did a video on the people that can, the real fucking Navi or whatever the fuck they call the water Navi.
It's everyone obviously is different, and you can train your body to be different. But also, some people are just born to be these real life superheroes.
Real life Avengers. Imagine a team of actual Avengers of real people. Oh, I'm here, I can breathe underwater for 30 minutes. Or I'm here, I can withstand the cold a little bit longer. That's the shittest line of Avengers ever.
Well, it will be, yeah.
Still better than me.
It will be. We'll talk about the cold. I actually seen one with some guy in his 60s. He just went for a walk up the... What's the some mountain. It was full of snow.
Yeah.
In just t-shirt and shorts, but because his body can't feel the cold.
I'm sure something like that was on Stan Lee's Real Life Heroes or something.
So there's just things like that. There is like kind of like super life, real life heroes. I also get the ability when it comes to when parents go into safe mode, they can just access this where I think there was one woman, she lifted a car off a baby or something.
Yeah, I've heard that mums get that mum strength to they get power of just everything.
That's what I mean. It's I think we have got the ability in our heads. It's just like we can't access it. A, because we still really don't understand the brain, and B, because we can only access a very small percentage of our brain compared to the rest of it.
I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson say that's not true. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not going to debate a scientist.
I can't really debate.
Yeah, it always makes me go back to that Joe Rogan clip about where him and Bill Burr are debating COVID and the use of wearing masks. And Bill Burr's like, listen, Joe, I'm going to stop you. I'm not going to sit and have a debate on you. None of us have got a doctorate. You're sat with an American flag behind you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you wearing a mask good or bad or what. It's like, you can see Joe Rogan be like, oh, I've got you a little bit. And like, sorry, Joe Rogan be like, oh, what the fuck? And Bill Burr sort of like, yeah, listen, let's not debate doctor shit when we're not doctors. I thought it was quite cool. He's been in a little bit of hot water at the minute, Joe Rogan, because he had Theo Von on recently. And we all know that it's kicking off. How weird was it that Donald Trump sent that tweet? Did you see that tweet you put out? It's a couple of days back about like 8 o'clock tonight or whatever. A full civilization will be wiped off the face of the earth.
Yes, and then the Iranians got a lot of people to hold hands,
like power stations and shit, and
stuff like that.
Which I think is quite cool.
Yeah. And then they came to some kind of agreement, so they didn't do it. But now the next door neighbour's kicking off with them, and they've started bombing them.
Well, they're all in cahoots with Israel, and Israel just started attacking. Oh my God, is it country Lebanon? Is it Lebanon?
Probably.
And once again, when I hear again, me and you aren't fucking politicians and diverse in knowledge of the political climate in these countries, right?
My knowledge for the Middle East is very limited.
I know.
I get very confused.
I know. It's like I've got a dot-to-dot drawing, but none of the lines have been connected. I know the little bits, the little sprinklings, so I can't fully say they're bad, they're good, right? Plus, I feel like whoever in the media wants to tell you is good or bad or whatever. But like, I always, when I hear them going, why have they started to get attacked? Them, I have not heard Lebanon do anything to anyone. It's like when was it Nigeria? No, who did they go into? Morocco? Whoever they went in, they got the leader of. I'm thinking, when have they kicked off? I've not heard anybody.
Mexico, wasn't it?
Was it Mexico? They went out and they got the leader.
Yeah, they killed the president.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I've not heard.
No, they did get him and his wife.
Yeah, because he's in a tracksuit coming out, and I'm thinking, I've not heard them start with anybody.
That's what I mean.
It was like.
Still don't know what's going on with Greenland. Still don't know if he's still trying to get Greenland or what. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's kicking off with NATO, and obviously he's made pieces with Iran. But now next door neighbours are kicking off and started bombing Iran. But they've also put some kind of $2 million toll, I want to say, just to let a certain amount of ships through per day.
Is that like oil and shit?
Yeah.
I did see that oil crisis get quite bad. Was it? I want to say, was it Japan or somebody saying if you don't need to use your car and stuff like that, just don't use it.
A lot of countries are like that. I'm struggling to get fuel now in the wagon.
But a lot of countries are limited fuel. Don't drive your car unless you really have to. They've cut so many days so you don't have to go to work. Things like that. Different countries are doing different shit.
They keep saying that in our little work group chat about like, oh, there's no fuel at Sainsbury's, or there's no. Is that what they mean then? Does it mean there's no fuel? Well, if you go in there with a car, you can't get anything. Oh right, I thought they meant like because I don't know
When it
wagons
comes
or what.
at the minute, we're struggling, but we're all right.
Yeah.
Right. Because we need to think from an oil tanker to get from the Middle East into Europe or to wherever they need to go. It takes about 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So they've got ships in and out, constantly, God knows how many times a day.
Mm-hmm.
But because now that border's closed,
Yeah.
the ships are either going to have to go around, which is going to take them an extra 6 weeks on top, or not at all. So at the minute, our fuel is getting lower and lower, but we've got nothing
Coming in
to top it up. That's the problem. So when it comes to the end of this month, beginning to next month, that's when we're going to start fucking getting the effects, because there's no ships anywhere near or around, because it's been going on for like fucking 40 days or something now.
Oh, I don't know.
So it's next month, and maybe the month, depending on how long this goes on for, it's the months after this, that's when we're going to start shit, right? Well, what the fuck we're going to do? Because the French, somehow,
Vive la France.
Vive la France, which it makes more sense. I don't know why we don't do it and other countries don't do it, but they keep reserved oil, so they'll still buy in bulk, put half of it away and use the other half.
Ah, that's what I saw.
The French have like started tapping into their reserves to keep them going.
I saw an Asian country doing the same thing. I heard that.
But we haven't.
That, yeah, you saying the word reserve there. It was definitely, maybe it was Japan where I saw the same thing saying
possibly
for the first time in there, whatever, they've had to start using their reserves. It's mental, isn't it? Because, like, imagine just, again, we'll go back to religion. Say there is a God, right?
Okay.
And you got all this oil that everybody's, trying to take control of, because if they have control of it, you have to pay to get all this kind of shit. And God's surely looking down saying, hey, I put all this shit here, it's free. It's in the land, it's free. It's like, a fucking, if I want to go pick a flower off the thing, it's free because it just grows here and shit.
It's free, it's part of the fucking earth. But if you found oil...
Yeah, you control it, don't you?
You control it. So because if you want to say, right, you can have oil, but I'm selling it to, like, I don't know, £1 a litre.
Yeah. Because it's just that it's the fake system of money that we've invented to control it.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, like, you could just be like, well, listen, just nobody charged for it. And we'll all be like, oh, fuck, we'll just have our own then. It would just be so... Money's such a weird...
It's the root of all evil.
It is. We all want it. We all need it. If I put a footy bet on for 100 quid and I'm like, yeah, get it, I'm fucking a 100 bar or whatever, and I'm thinking, what plastic can I buy with 100 quid and shit? But it is so backward if you just started doing... The only downside to it is if you started doing labour for free. If I build you a house, you can raise some cattle for me, give me some bread or whatever for free.
Trading is the way to go forward, like they used to do back in the day.
Yeah. But
trading is the way forward.
The only issue is you'll have nobody wanting to do the shit jobs. Like the only reason why you're gonna have somebody that I don't know, working in a sewage plant or whatever the worst job you can think of. You're gonna have to make sure the trades are absolutely, because for me to just say, can I fix your boiler? Yeah, give us a loaf of bread, pint of milk. Yeah, can you go through all the shit down there and unclog it all? Yeah, well, I want fucking more than just...
I think you would find the right people for the right trade.
Yeah, it would have to be, because like I said, if for me to do that for you now, you would want way more than just for fixing a boiler because of jobs minging.
Yes and no, because it all depends on the skill and what you're trading and what can you offer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what the point is. What the trade is for a boiler, loaf of bread, no worries. To cover yourself to head to toe and spit and shit and greenies, it's gonna be more than a loaf of bread for that, mate. So you have to make sure, right?
It is, but also it depends on what their living situation's like as well.
Yeah, how desperate they are. Yeah. You'd make sure that you're somewhat backed up. You'd have to make sure you're in a right to deem X amount of whatever that trade is. Because you're right, if you got the nothing, you're like, I'll die for that shit for... Because that's when you could then be a cunt, say, he's that desperate, I'll give him one slice of bread as opposed to a loaf. And that's when you get the disparaging margins come up again.
Yeah.
So you'd have to find a way to make sure, no matter what your job is, no matter what you do, the trades that are all equal. Which I don't know, because it'll just go down again to humans being greedy. And that sometimes being greedy is necessary. If I've just got me and I've got 10 loaves of bread and you've got a family with a wife and 5 kids, you're like, well, hang on a sec, surely we should have 6 of them, we should only have 4, but I'm like, no, this is mine, I'm looking after me for the next X amount of whatever. It's, it would be easier.
Well, like I said, there's 2 ways to look at that side of the story. It's like, yeah, I've got 10 slices of bread for me, but just because I haven't got a family, that doesn't mean I don't need it as much as you.
Doesn't, but
yes, you've got family and kids, and yes, they need fed, but so do I.
Yeah, and I'm looking after me for the next X amount of days.
That's what I mean.
But I think surely anybody with a consciousness, like if a family had a couple of slices and I had 5 loaves, I think your moral compass would say, I'll give you some because it's the right thing. It's the human thing to do. I don't want to leave myself short, so I'm not going to fucking give you too much. Mm-hmm. But you can't have 5 people fending off 5 slices and me 1 person. There is a boundary. Like I said, like charitable work. That's why I don't like the only charity I really done it to is WWE. To be fair, actually. But yeah, you'd make sure that within reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely look after others, but you need
100%. Because if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after others anyway.
Yeah.
They had a great point about that in the new episode of Invincible, because they need these eggs to feed Mark, because after his intestines have been ripped out, he needs to heal. And they want to kill this big creature, and like, well, if we kill it, there's going to be less eggs in the future to give to him and shit like that. And it's like, all right, you're going to fucking manage your kids, whatever. Comic book stuff teaches me. It teaches me the way of life. But yeah, unfortunately, I'd be stuck in that, because my talent, we were on about people having powers and unlocking powers and shit. I feel like my talent in life is to genuinely have no talent, which I think, like my mate Andy has a talent in life of being talented at anything he does, whereas I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
So if they're like, oh, what can you bring to me as a trade? I'm like, absolutely not, pal, I'm just hungry. Like, I couldn't...
I think I've got the same skill as well, to be fair. I can drive a wagon.
But that's already a talent. As long as that, in this new world of just trading, you've got access to a wagon and keep driving, you're already quids in. I know
knowledge in cars.
Mechanic. There you go.
Well, if you're going down that route, then obviously you've got knowledge on Pokemon and stuff.
If I build a hospital, will you teach me the Pokedex? That's a fair trade, mate. Unfortunately, my knowledge decreases a hell of a lot if we get into a world like that. Wait, you know about certain issues of comic books? Yeah, that doesn't help for this real world, mate.
You could be a Pokemon teacher. I
love that you're trying to find ways for me to survive in this modern world, mate. I'd really appreciate that. But science teacher, maths teacher, I'll tell you about Pikachu. We need to educate we need healers and we need doctors and we need builders. Yeah, but Bulbasaur! Yeah. I would be the village fucking freak that just lives on the outskirts. We don't go to old Dan Shark. He's a bit weird. Charmander. Come on, kids, I'll tell you all about it. That's it. And just put on the local fucking nonsense. You want to see a Charmander, boy? When really, it's like the Home Alone effect. I'm not really weird. Just dying to tell somebody about Pokemon. I was told not to come near you. You were told, right, get in here, boy. It's fucking... Yeah, my talent, though, is to have no talent.
It's not a bad thing. At least you don't want to get pestered.
Yeah. Sat there dying for a loaf of bread. Well, if you could fix me door... Oh, to be fair, I could hang a door. There again, that's not even a necessity. If you're in a world of this, not having a door, front door different, normal door, you'd rather like...
See, that's where my talent goes out the windows. When it comes to like that, or to plug a washing machine in, or to fix a boiler, it's like, Dad!
That's like, he would be epic in this world. Because he is the handyman of handymen.
He is. He knows how to do everything.
Just that, from a jack of all trades. One of them lads.
He is. He's jack of all trades.
Which is that's an awesome thing to have in that world. That's such a good thing. And I only have this because, again, I spoke about Andy, because like I did this shit with him and I learned off him.
Yeah.
It's like we were in the same class, but I was not paying attention. We were probably doing it together.
I could put things together, but explaining how I put together, it was like, oh, I glued that to that, and I was done. Like, no, you need to make it into an essay. Like, how the fuck do I do that?
Well, it's like me talking the other day about the same metaphor of like, I can work my way around Carlisle bang on if I'm just walking there, but to give you direction, not a clue. I haven't got the fucking foggiest. So it's the same sort of metaphor. I know what to do, I know where to go, but to get you there, not a clue. No chance. They do say though as well, actually, I heard somebody say ages ago that the best way to retain or to learn something is to show somebody else how to do it, apparently. So if you learn something and then you've got to show somebody the next day, apparently you do retain more because you're showing it on, apparently. Which I like that for. I kind of have had that. Because for the first, well, to be fair, actually, now to this day and age, even right now, I wing my way in work every day. Like I just fucking wing. Yeah, that'd be alright. Yeah, well, that'd be alright. Like just winging it. But I have had new lads come in and ask for shit, and I have remembered the correct way I was shown, and I've made sure to tell them the correct way. And if they want it in a few years' time, go want to do that, that'll be alright. Yeah, that'll be alright. So then I'll show them, then I'll revert back to just damn, just whatever. Get as long as the job's, I don't care.
Well, that's it. If you know the job for so long, you kind of know how to like wing it quicker, if that makes sense.
Cut corners and shit. And get the same outcome without doing as many steps.
Obviously, if you're not gonna show the new guy how to cut corners and shit. You want him to do it professionally. But then if he wants to, but like you said, if he wants to cut corners later on, and it's not doing any harm, then why not?
Yeah. Yeah. It's annoying as well showing people. See, when you get a new lad, at one point it was quite exciting. It's like, oh, what kind of character they're going to be? They're going to love football. They're going to be a film guy, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to the point now where, like, I don't care what your name is. I don't care where you're from. I don't care about showing you shit. Just leave me alone. You know, when you see, especially a place like me that has the stupidest, biggest turnaround. Like, all right, another new face, sweet. How old are you? I'm 16. Why does he keep employing fucking kids? Because they're just going, oh, like I said, I'm sick of kids saying, oh, I've never made a brew. I've never had to make one before. What do you mean never had to make a brew? Shit like that. And if somebody's telling you, oh, I don't know how to make a tea, you instantly just kind of go, oh, fuck off. Not because I want you to make me a brew, but because that's, in my head, that's just like a common thing you do in this country. Even if I didn't drink brews, you would come round and be like, oh, I'll make Chris a brew. I'll get myself a Coke and I'll make you a brew, because it's just kind of something you just do. I have Quaver in my pocket.
Okay.
So when you hear somebody say that and they go, oh, I've never really had to, like, well, surely you've made your mum one or your dad one, or your mates come round and you want a brew or whatever.
Yeah.
It just, I can't. Geography baffles me. I don't want you to draw borders between every country in the entire world, but when people, especially again younger kids, don't know the difference between Europe or Africa or what countries are inside of Asia, and they're like, I ain't got a clue. What countries make up Britain? They're like, oh, London. You're like, what are you on about? What do you mean?
Well, unfortunately, the Americans are bad for that one, especially when it comes to Europe, because they're like England and the rest.
Yeah, and it's as if I understand in America you taught American shit, which I get because of the country you're from and all that kind of stuff, but like, surely you just know from films or video games or anything, you have a common, like I can in my head now I can picture the world map, and you could say, oh, point to me where Russia is, okay, up here. Point to me Australia, okay, down here. I can map it out.
I'm not too bad when it comes to all that shit. I know, like, the Americans are the worst, Europe's that way. And obviously whatever else, but it's like, say, it's the Middle East. That's where I get all confused, because it's all like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Figure out who's who.
I know what you, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fucking geography expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I can, like I said, I can pick up a world map in my head and point out to sweet, even like small stuff like capital cities and shit like that. Like even just learning cities through football. Like, you know, Madrid, okay, Spain, fucking Marseille, France, Frankfurt, Germany. Just like, it's, I know they're not capitals, but like,
yeah,
you can map shit out. It's just bizarre when you speak to some new kids and you're just like, what the fuck is happening here?
My talent is I know where I'm going.
Yeah, fucking
All I
yeah.
have to do is drive once, and I know where I'm going after that.
I'm like that. Well, not with driving. If you lived somewhere in whatever part of this city, if I walked to your house, I would then know where I can walk to the house again. I wouldn't have maybe know the quickest way or out, but I would know the route to take. Sorted, done, dusted.
That's one good thing I can say about my job is that I get to go a lot of places mostly in Scotland, and I can drive around them like I live there.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going. I know where all the places are, and so just.
I had that with Newcastle because obviously I've been so many times for football and shit. At some points, I think
I hate driving around Newcastle.
driving's different. I can't drive round, but to walk round, like if I want to get to James's, if I want to get to the Monument, or if I want to go out to all the way, if I want to go to North Shields, or if I want to go to Gateshead, you can put me anywhere in Newcastle. I'll get my way there and shit.
I got lost at the metro on Tuesday. I had to do a delivery to a ear and eye clinic in the metro, and they're like, "Yeah." Well, I went to the loading dock. Oh no, go to the next one. Go to load M. I was like, "Where the fuck's load M?"
It's not all lettered, or is it not? Is it?
It is, but it's like, where's M? Just follow it round, you'll find M. And I'm like, okay.
B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, where the fuck's M?
Well, that's it. I somehow passed it, so then I had to turn around and come back the way. And then he's like, right, yeah, go take the elevator, and then go up to the first floor, and then you'll find it. I'm like, okay, where's the elevator? Bear in mind, this is a fucking huge, massive building.
Yeah.
That's a bit long as Botchygate.
Big shopping wheel.
Like, where the fuck's the elevator?
Fucking hell. It's not like the lanes. Well, the lanes is fucking just basically one little straight line.
So I was like, right, well, I'll leave the pallet there on the truck. I'll figure out where I'm going.
Yeah.
I was away fucking 25 minutes.
Fuck me.
To try and figure out where the fuck I was going.
Wow. Chris just
And because it's all the little narrow bit behind all the shops.
Yeah.
I'm like, it all looks fucking the same. There's no signs to say who's back door.
Yeah. Hey, who's back there? And it's one of the ones where like, fucking hell, do you not know where it is? You're like, well, no, I don't. Because you're all labelling it up stupidly.
What do you mean?
Is that Teresa? Oh, it's Teresa. Yeah. Are we done rumbling? Or do you want to pause? Fish, just keep video.
I don't even know what we're on.
Traffic lights. Keep video keeping on.
Hi, Teresa.
Hello, Christopher. What happened up there?
I can show you. I'm going to say I love you bye because I've got a bad head. Bye.